question of the day is, how long do you think that quarantine is going to last? For today's warm-up, we're going to start off with a series of stations. You'll spend 1 minute at each station. The first one is Spider-Man, so on the ground, just moving through. Foot comes up, nice big twist. Our next station is going to be wrist circles, so on the ground, focus on twisting over top of your wrist, getting a little bit of stretch in. You can play around with flipping your wrists over, getting a stretch into the back of the thumb, just circling around for 60 seconds. Next thing we'll do is a puppy dog pose. We're gonna hold that for a minute, hands down. The difference between this and a child's pose is that you're gonna leave your hips higher. I'll reach out in front. I'm going to sit myself down. After that, we'll go back into some Spider-Mans. So that first movement that we've done. Finally, we'll do a minute of lateral line jumps or double unders or single unders if you have a skipping rope. So either jumping side to side or skipping with your skip rope. For our mobility today, we're going to spend some time getting into our quads. Since we'll be doing so many lunges, if you have a foam roller, that would be awesome, or a lacrosse ball or ball of any kind. If not, kettlebell head of it would be great, or a pickle jar, or wine bottle, whatever you have. From there, we're going to lie our quad on top of it. Just going to play around and see if we can find any tender spots. For the workout today, we have 15 rounds of 10 jumping lunges and 10 push presses into a 30-second rest, and then you'll repeat 15 flow rounds. The lunges are on the spot, just jumping through for 10 reps. If you're not comfortable with jumping, just stationary, step back or step forward lunges are okay, or if you need to hold on to something, a table or bench or chair, that will be okay as well for some support. For those 10 push presses, if you have a barbell, you'll put that into a front rack position. There's no knee bend, no second knee bend on those presses. I'm just getting it straight overhead. Or if you're using a dumbbell or a kettlebell, one arm at a time, you'll do 5 on one side, into 5 on the other side. If you do have a band, maybe nothing else, you could also do push presses with your band. So stepping inside, holding it in my front rack position, and going through my push presses with a band instead. A few different ways that we can scale this that would be more appropriate for you if that volume is a little bit high. We can scale the rounds, picking either 5, 10, maybe 12 rounds, whichever one you think is suitable. And we're increasing that rest. So instead of a 30-second rest, taking 1 minute to rest in between each round that you do. For the cash out in the class, we've got some Supermans, hollow holds, and those Superman transitions. So our hollow position, laying on our back, and holding the hollow position, whatever variation is best for you. So it could be that egg shape. Maybe I have one leg out, maybe I have an arm and a leg out, or maybe I have both arms and maybe both legs. You'll hold for 40 seconds, then you'll rest for 20. Then we'll go into a Superman pose on the ground, squeezing the bum, squeezing your shoulders, 40-second hold. And then finally going between those Supermans and those hollow holds. So trying to find some control and seeing if you're able to roll. For our extra programming today, the first piece is an overhead squat. So we're looking for you to do this with an object held overhead for 3 sets of 10. So not necessarily going for tremendous amounts of weight, but going for quality. So as you're squatting down, you have a band, you can even do these with a band. Making sure you're pulling your object apart, you're reaching up through your object, and then from here, going through a nice overhead squat. If you're someone that's not necessarily the strongest at overhead squats because of maybe your mobility restriction, If you have a chair that you could work on squatting to, that's also a great opportunity. For our additional Metcon program today, we have a little bit of grunt work program. So 5 rounds of 10 sandbag cleans, 10 chest to bar pull-ups. If you don't have a sandbag, 10 power cleans will be 100% okay as well. Let me know if you have any questions. That's all we've got for you for today. We hope you have a good Friday.